Here come your Rockets!
This program is supported by advertising. Rocket Football appreciates these local partners: Mark Williams Land Team at Whitetail Properties, Riley Tool and Machine, Par 4 Plastics, Curnel Ag, Full Body Fitness Studio, Yarborough Tabor Goodwin Insurance, Farmers Bank and Trust, Hodges Sports and Apparel, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Livingston Hospital, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Frazer Law Firm, Cobie Evans and Bart Frazer, Darrick Myers, Johnson's Furniture and Appliance, First United Bank, Gilbert Funeral Home, and Beavers Heating and Air. Go Rockets!
Talking to him, somebody probably just had the breath knocked out of him or something. So I went back to watch the game, and a couple minutes later, I found out he was on a stretcher. So that was a fun surprise.
All right, so look into the camera. When we start, you got to look into it, and then whenever we finish, look into it for about 3 or 4 seconds. Till I say.
Other than that, we really just normal conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to kind of speak up. We only have one mic. My red light's on in it.
It is.
Yeah. And Hunter Colonel. And he's got surgery Thursday.
Yep.
So prayers for
I
him.
believe so.
All right, here we go. Let's into the... All right, Rocket football fans, we're geared up already this week. It's homecoming week in Crittenden County. We just left the parade. All of these folks were in the parade and many more, and you can watch the parade in its entirety on the Crittenden Press Facebook page. We recorded it live, and now you can go back and watch it, so you can go back and enjoy it over and over and over.
Awesome.
It's kind of been a crazy week. I know it's been crazy for Coach Courtney. We found out late last week this game was going to be on Thursday night instead of Friday, and so now we've reshuffled the deck, and we'll get into all that. But first, of course, Coach Courtney, the Hall of Famer. We got the two future Hall of Famers, certainly too, with Gracie and Landon. And Landon
Woodall.
Woodall, yeah. Landon Woodall. I can't believe I didn't remember that right off the bat. His sister played softball for me, Alyssa. And they are managers on the football team, and extraordinary. When Landon, you've been around how long?
6 years.
6 years as manager. And Gracie has been 3. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, I tell you, I remember you managers about as well as I remember the football players. All the way back. I remember some of them that, way back. And you all have quite a task, and we'll talk a little bit about, what you do in just a little bit. First, let's talk a little bit of football. Again, Thursday night, kickoff, 7 p.m., Rocket Stadium. And then Powder Puff is Friday night at 6.
Yes.
6. Just as important almost.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. And there'll be as many people at Powder Puff as there will be. But 2, we want to really keep Hunter Colonel and his family in our prayers. He broke his ankle last week down at Tabor County, and Coach, he had surgery. We're filming this on Wednesday, but it's supposed to have surgery Thursday morning, or?
I'm not even sure the time. I just they said that it was on Thursday. Yeah, but definitely thinking about him and stuff. Him and White Gibson, 2 kind of season-ending injuries this year. Ethan Sosh is another one that's been out all year long dealing with his knees. So had a few, but Hunter Colonel's out was. I didn't see it in game, and he walked off the field. It shows you how tough he was. He kind of hobbled off. So I was just thinking sprained ankle and let people look at him. And unfortunately, it's a lot worse than that. Dislocated and broke in 2 places.
Yeah, it looked pretty
It
bad.
looked pretty bad when I seen the pictures of it. So really tough kid. We really gonna hurt us to lose him. His heart and his toughness that he brings us, but just hate it for him, obviously, for just having to go through that pain and then missing the season also the rest rest of it. He was really coming along. So
Is he a sophomore?
Sophomore, yeah. He was really giving us a lift on offense and defense.
Yeah.
Really giving us a lift. So.
And I know, and we'll talk about it, I'm sure, as we get into the details, but man, you were kind of short-handed down there by the end of that game.
Yeah. You see, we're having to just take timeouts, just personnel timeouts, so we're only ending up with 10 on the field because we had so many subs that get hurt. He plays like the invert position, and Cobie was banged up also, so he was very limited. So we got down to where we were running out of positions specifically. I mean, we got more than 11 guys over there, but running out of certain positions, making it hard to substitute.
Yeah. So let's talk just a little bit about what happened last week. We'll get in the game. But first of all, I finally, I've been kind of nobody's doing polls anymore, but this week they finally put out the RPI for the season for all the 2A.
Yes.
So I went through and pulled all them out, or at least our region. I pulled our region out, and if you look at our region based on RPI. Owensboro Catholic's 1, Mayfield's 2, Caldwell's 3.
Is this in our region or the state?
This is pulling RPI, yeah,
Okay.
just in our region. Caldwell's 3, Hancock 4, Fort Knox is 5, Crittenden County 6, Fort Campbell is 7, McLean County's 8, Triggs 9, and Todd, who we play this week, is 10. We are ranked number 20 out of 36 teams in 2A. Crittenden County is, if you look at statewide. And of course, Caldwell County, they're ranked number 12. So, tough teams in our district. This is always a tough district. Mayfield, of course, Mayfield's 2 or 3, they're 4 overall in RPI. And of course, they've got that one loss to Tillman. They usually don't have a loss this time of year. But talk a little bit about, where we're at in the district. Of course, this is another district game. This week, we are now 1-1 in the district, and Todd comes in here 0-2, and Trigg is 0-2.
Yeah, so we got Todd this week, and then we got a bye week in Fort Campbell, and then we'll end it with Caldwell. Just a long district schedule from what we're used to. Just kind of this whole season just packed everything's district now until your final game. So really, that's all I had to say about it. It's really too early, I think. Mayfield, obviously, it seems to be, the top of the district, but Caldwell is very good, and they play this week, so we'll see how that turns out. I'm sure Caldwell would like to say something different about that, and I haven't seen a whole lot of Caldwell, but been pretty impressed with the film that I have saw and the scores I've saw. I know that they're a very good football team also, so just a little too early to see how it's going to shake out. This week will, I think, unfold a lot of things for everybody. You got Trigg and Fort Campbell, who I think are going to be fighting for that spot, and then and then Caldwell and Mayfield. That would basically eliminate anybody from the one spot, you would think, if Caldwell doesn't win that game, and just lock Mayfield up. So a lot of things will unfold this week.
Over in another region, Hancock County and OCAF play. They're the number 1 and 2 teams, but I think there's a lot of difference in those two teams. Basically, just looking at scores, and knowing history, right? Knox plays McLean. Last week, Caldwell County beat Fort Campbell 49-12. Mayfield beat Todd Central 63-0. On the other side of the region, OCAF beat Meade County 61-7. Davis County 29-20 over McLean, and Union County beat Hancock County. And then Fort Knox, another win, 36-20 over Wagner. Wagner they'd only won one other game coming into that, so it's kind of hard to tell about some of them. But so at Trigg County, let's talk a little bit about the Trigg County game. 32-24 down there, Coach. That game, it wasn't decided until the very end.
No, it really wasn't. The Trey's that Trey's touchdown put the stamp on things and felt good about it. Offensively, I thought we played really well. Outside the 2 turnovers, you take those away, I think that we, as far as if you look at any of the other numbers, efficiency or total yards, I felt like we dominated the game. Just the 2 turnovers, I felt like kept them in it.
And both of those are tips.
Yeah, they were.
Tip.
Yeah, they were.
Tip passes.
Yeah.
You never know where they're going.
Yep, and they happen sometimes, and unfortunate. And defensively, I didn't feel like we necessarily played too well. There's I don't want to make an excuse for it, but there's some injuries, a lot of guys out, guys playing different positions. That offense looks easy to stop when you know that Three's getting it, but you don't know where he's doing it, and you haven't seen any of it on film, really, and doing it a completely different way. their whole offense has basically changed, and we're doing a lot of things a lot different than what they had done in the past. So it was a little bit hard on us there. But I will say defensively, I was really proud of them for getting stops down there, the 2-point conversions, and then blocking two PATs. It kept us up 2,
Sure.
and then it kept us where we were up 9 to kind of keep it 2 possessions. So it was really important to get those stops. We didn't play well in the field, but we did, didn't just lay down on the goal line for those extra point plays. So I was proud of the defense for that.
Came in big.
Yeah.
Came in real big. Those were key. And then we want to mention too, of course, Caden Howard had 56 yards, I believe, receiving in that game, and he now is the all-time leading receiver in Crittenden County football history. That's his nephew, and he don't talk about him a lot. But this week he had to catch me because I forgot that he was close to passing it, and I missed it in the game story originally. I've gone in and put it in there online since then, but I don't know how I let that slip away. I think the broken ankle just really got me all tore up. But there's a whole lot, and then there's no room on the sideline over there.
That was terrible. That was the worst I've ever. I don't remember it being. I mean, I know it's always tight. My gosh, we didn't have anywhere to go.
Well,
kids didn't have anywhere to go, and then the sideline penalty happened early, so now everybody's up tight.
Super hyper of it.
And if one side gets it, if you make any mistake, they're going to get you right back, and then that's fine. But you get penalized early for something that maybe shouldn't have. But then that second one's a big deal. It goes on me, and it's a 15-yard penalty, and then you get another one. I'm out.
Yeah.
And for that game and the next, which is a huge deal. It's something that just because there's no space over there, there's nowhere to go. So just got very tough, especially the way it started. They would have been a lot more lenient if a ref wouldn't have got smoked.
Yeah, it's always been that close, but it hadn't always been called that close.
Yeah,
the officials are really hypersensitive about it, and that's why.
Right.
Because people get in their way, it's dangerous. People have gotten hurt.
Right.
And I don't blame them. I understand, but when you got, 75 people sometime over here in a little space.
And everything.
It's tough to maneuver. But great game. Talk a little bit about your players of the game here. Offense is Quinn Summers and Trey Taylor. Clearly, probably, Quinn carried the ball more in that game than he has really in probably his career.
Yeah, we really leaned on him to make plays with his arm and his feet. Both of them I just thought were outstanding. I talked to them all week about this is a desperate game. We need desperate plays, and I thought they both made them. Just individual efforts. Quinn's getting held up in the backfield, just breaking tackles, and then there he goes. And then obviously Jesus' last play, but that wasn't the only play. They connected on a few others that were broken type plays. Just both of them, just can't say enough about the individual effort they played with. And I think both of them would give a lot of credit to their up front too. 200-something yards rushing. First, I don't know, Chris, how long that's been. It's been a long time since we had a 200-yard rushing game. So up front and outside as well. Receivers did a really good job blocking. So it was the best week of practice we had running the ball in a long time, and it really showed. So I thought it was a team effort. But those guys definitely, there were some plays that showed just how bad they wanted it, I thought.
Oh, yeah. Quinn rushed for 153 yards, and he hadn't done that in maybe in his career. I don't know.
That's a lot of yards.
That's a lot of yards,
especially a quarterback.
Sure, and we don't run our quarterback.
No,
we don't. Not anymore.
Desperate.
That's right.
It was a desperate game. We needed it.
And like you said, we piled up the rushing yards, and they piled up some rushing yards too. But nonetheless, a great game. And then on defense, Brand Sassy had a big game: 6 solos, 4 assists, 2 TFLs, and a sack.
Yeah, just doing what Brand Sassy does, just dominating his matchup. That's a lot of tackles for D linemen. Like you said, though, they ran the ball almost every play. I think they only had 2 passes, so count that a little bit, 3. But making negative plays. I thought that he played extremely well, and really, we got some key stops, and I thought he played a big part in those.
I'm going to ask these two here. So, who on the sideline? Who is the coolest cucumber during a football game?
Like the most chilled out?
Yeah, most chilled. I think it's Sassy.
Sassy's normally pretty chilled out.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen Jake Rich real worked up. Sometimes he gets excited. He's never mad.
Yeah. What do you think, Landon?
I think Caden Howard.
He is, yeah. Cade's even keel, for sure. Yeah,
I think that almost depends on the game.
Yeah. He's wired up pretty tight. You know, and his vision is right here anyway. He's not looking, but Sassy's all, you know, we'll carry on a conversation sometime during the game. You know, he's jolly.
He's pretty mellow.
Yeah, I enjoy him. I have his whole career. He's been watching him since he was in Little League. You know, but you know, you had some other big performances on defense too. Caden, you know, had 5 solos. Stevenson had 7 tackles total. Byford had 8 total tackles, and Rich had 4 solos and assists. Yeah. And he don't play a whole lot of defense.
No, yeah, he's just kind of getting in. I think he's another guy that's really coming along though. That I think you'll start seeing more of. It's really by injuries and things, has forced his way in, and then with that, it become, you know, a very good player, or at least starting to become that. So I think we'll start here. Ezra will be somebody that'll be a very good player for us. Just young, and he's a sophomore, but he missed his whole freshman year. Broke his collarbone in the summer and never played at all last year. So he's really a freshman, kind of catching up. Yeah, I should have mentioned that it's not our center is also a Rich. Right. Jake. Jake. And some other names that got into the stats that I hadn't seen. We were talking about it earlier, but you had so many injuries, and you know, Harrington's been playing a little bit more, but he had 2 solo tackles, and Trammell. Yeah, Trammell's been playing a little bit on the D line. He's another one that, you know, we're starting to push forward, and he's going to get some meaningful reps. He's somebody that gives us something a little bit different up front. We're kind of big and up front, DL wise, at least what I call big for us. We usually like speedier guys down there, and he gives us a little bit of a quicker guy down there. So he's a nice change up to get in there. So yeah. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to meet our seniors again. We've gotten through all of the introductions that we played at halftime of the show, and we're going to go back and revisit the seniors and visit with our sponsors for just a moment. We'll be right back in just a second. We'll talk about Todd Central coming up this week, and we'll learn a little bit about what it means to be a manager.
This program is supported by advertising. Rocket Football appreciates these local partners: Mark Williams Land Team at Whitetail Properties, Riley Tool and Machine, Par 4 Plastics, Curnel Ag, Full Body Fitness Studio, Yarborough Tabor Goodwin Insurance, Farmers Bank and Trust, Hodges Sports and Apparel, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Livingston Hospital, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Frazer Law Firm, Cobie Evans and Bart Frazer, Derrick Myers, Johnson's Furniture and Appliance, First United Bank, Gilbert Funeral Home, and Beavers Heating and Air. Go Rockets!
Caden Howard, senior, wide receiver, safety, Marion, Kentucky.
Braden Poindexter, senior, middle linebacker, Marion, Kentucky.
Dakota Thosh, senior, invert, receiver, Tulu, Kentucky.
Garrison Hall, senior, left tackle, defensive end, Mattoon.
Jay Stevenson, senior, defensive end, linebacker, tight end, Marion, Kentucky.
Trey Taylor, senior, running back, cornerback, Marion, Kentucky.
Keegan Pearson, senior, OLDL, Salem.
Clint Summers, senior, quarterback, Sheridan.
Brandon Sassy, senior, nose guard, left guard, Marion, Kentucky.
Michael Counts, senior, OLDO, Marion, Kentucky.
Lane Woodall, senior, 4-year manager, Marion, Kentucky.
Gracie Orr, senior, 3-year head manager, Marion, Kentucky.
All right, we're back, and we're gonna get these 2 managers involved here, Gracie and Landon, and we're gonna start off. Of course, I want to mention we're gonna get to Todd here in just a minute. I know everybody wants to hear about them, but I want these managers to tell me about what is a day in the life of a manager like. You started, Gracie.
Well, day in the life of the manager starts with hassling freshmen to make sure everything gets to the field.
The freshmen are responsible for getting the water.
They get it to the field, and we take care of it from there. Yeah. So I can remember.
Or the pony carts.
Something like that. I can remember one year I tried to bring in a med bag just because it was laying there. I didn't have anything else to do. One guy said, "No, let me get it." I said, "No, man, it's no biggie. I never packed these anyway." He said, "No, seriously, let me get it, or coach is going to make us run." And so I don't know if it's always out of the kindness of their hearts, but you know what? They get it done. That's what matters. So you get it up there, just kind of get practice started, let them in there, check on waters, make sure they don't fall apart or get bloody or any of the things.
Landon, do you have a specific job that I know you're kind of like royalty, you've been around so long now, but is there a specific job that you have?
Yeah, I just keep up with the kicking ball and kicking tee, and I'm a backup person for filling up waters, and in case the other girls go to halftime and take care of the Gatorade, I'm on the sideline every time, taking care of stuff.
And you guys also, I mean, you all wash the uniforms, and you all have, what do you call the room where all the uniforms are?
Our cage.
The cage, yeah.
Yes.
That's what it used to be. So it's a cage, you call it the cage, and it's full of uniforms. And you know, when I go in there, most time they're clean, but I've been in there when they're dirty, and it's a chore, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
If anybody's ever been in a laundry room of a football team or a basketball team or anything else, it's a different smell. What would you liken it to?
Awful.
A billy goat?
I don't know if there's anything similar to it.
I don't know.
It's just bad. Like, it is a unique smell that I don't know if you can pinpoint on. You shouldn't blame that on anything else.
Who's the messiest guy on the team, Landon?
Oh, that's a tough one. I would say probably one of the linemen.
Yeah. Well, they're down in the trenches, so to
Yeah.
speak, so they're going to be kind of messy. You got anybody in particular?
Only all of them.
All of them.
Yes.
Who's the cleanest? Comes in and they're a little bit clean. And I'm talking about somebody that's on the field, because some of the guys stand on the sideline for most of the game, they're not going to get too dirty. But the guys that are out there, who's face Quinn?
For the most part.
That's good, because we don't want him getting dirty,
yeah,
right?
Unless he's just getting ridden on. He's good.
Yeah.
They all get messy.
So, what's your least favorite part of the job, Landon?
Getting ice bags for them. I struggle tying them.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of that?
Just being a part of the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Because these guys are like family to me.
Yeah. They have to be for you to take care of them like you do.
Yes.
Yeah. Gracie, you know, how much water do they go through in a game?
Honestly, since I've been taking care of
You're the ball girl
I'll say
now.
I take care of the game ball, so
Yeah.
I don't see it as much. I remember it used to be a lot though, just filling them up.
Landon may know. I mean,
they take quite an amount of water out there.
You got to refill them. We start with 2 bigs and 1 small. Then you got to refill them.
Yeah.
I'm just refilling them.
are there any complainers about there?
Yeah, there's some complainers there.
Yeah. You want to name any of them?
Not really.
Who's the most gracious player that really thanks you for bringing the water to them?
The older they get, the better they are about it.
The maturity tends to do that to young boys. Yeah.
And most of the time, everybody's got it down by the end of the season. But going into it, a lot of the time, the freshmen think that they're hot stuff. They think it's funny to whine and complain, and they need to stop that really quick.
Coach Courtney, talk about these managers. Of course, you have more, but these are the seniors, and talk about what they mean to the program.
Yeah, they're just as important as any part of the program. I've been places where we didn't have managers, and it's hard because there's a lot of stuff that they take care of. The jerseys, equipment, getting those things out. We have so much stuff. We got blue jersey, white jersey, black jersey, these color pants, those color pants. Certain color compression shirts now that I made at work that they have to all keep in their numbered order and make sure they're clean on the right days. And there's a lot that they have to do. And then just the day-to-day stuff, making sure it's water. I asked Gracie before the away games that we got everything, because that's what I'm looking for, to make sure that she's got everything and we're checked off, So just, the program wouldn't run without them. We wouldn't have clean laundry. We wouldn't probably have all the stuff that it takes. Extra man bag, like we needed last week, somebody's shoulder pads got broke. That's something they're responsible for. So anything that doesn't really deal with directly football, then they're responsible for all the other parts of it.
Very, very valuable.
Yes,
and you know what? 36 on the ACT, right?
35.
35, excuse me. Yes. A little slip. 36 is a perfect ACT score, and she made it 35. Landon and I together, I don't think could come up with 35. Yeah, you throw Gaige in there too. But you're losing your brain trust. I mean, she's one to take care of stuff.
Yeah. Well, they all are, and he is too. They all are. Landon being a 4-year manager, and even in middle school, the energy that he brings and the excitement. He loves Rocket football, you know, and they all do, but he has a different energy about him that we're definitely gonna miss. It's just like you said, losing managers is just like losing players. You miss them, and you need them. They're important. Like, you know, it's just like losing your senior group of players. You got to go teach other ones, and there's development. It's the same thing with managers. When you lose them, especially good seniors, you know, the next year is not going to be as smooth, and you got to develop more, and others got to learn. It's part of the team, just like players. When we miss them, and I seen Lacey Lynn the other day just walking the hallway, and it's just like, you know what I mean, just like seeing one of the guys I hadn't seen in a while. You know, you miss them, and you care about them, and you know, grow relationships with them. So it's just like having players. They just have a little bit different role.
Yeah. The program has a lot of varied and different folks, and we're proud of the work they do. So. Let's talk a little bit about Todd County Central. Again, they roll in here with 1 win, but they're hungry. They're hungry for a win, and their quarterback is number 5. Their top running back, number 2, Martin. It's Morgan M&M's, and Morgan and Martin are the two. Now, are they still? Sometimes I look here at their stats and I don't really know. Are they still playing? Are they injured? Or
no, they're both in. 2 and 5 both in.
Yeah. What are they going to come in and run, Coach?
Mostly spread on offense. They will get into some heavier sets as everyone does. Kind of put everybody in the box, double tight ends with 3 backs in the backfield. They will do that. They want to spread it out. Number 2 is a really nice player, really explosive. They move him around from running back to receiver. Very speedy, can make a lot of plays. They have number 6 on the outside that scares me too a little bit. Good size, good speed, good athlete. And quarterback, and I don't know, what's his grade, Chris? You got it?
Yeah, he's a senior.
A senior, okay.
Yeah, senior.
Yeah, he can really make some throws also, and he can run it a little bit. So, you know, those are the 3 guys that we're concerned with. And defensively, they're a 4-2 cover 3 team, pretty traditional defense. So. They got some size too, like always.
Speed.
We will be the smallest team on the field.
Yeah, we always are.
Like they normally. So.
Yeah, we're may not be the biggest, but we're also always the slowest too. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. We
it
got a little more
changes. True. That used to be true.
Yeah,
not so much anymore. Sometimes we have
that.
the athleticism, which I know that's not traditionally what you think, but honestly, sometimes. If there's one of the 2 we have, we're probably going to have a speed advantage over athleticism. I mean, over size, honestly, over the recent years.
Yeah. So, of course, this is another key game. Like you said, if we take care of business here, we virtually assure ourselves we're going to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not sure. Yeah, there could be
some crazy scenario, but it almost. Yeah. So, who's your pick to click this week, Gracie? Who's got to play well for us to beat Todd?
Oh goodness. I mean, it's always important for Quinn to do well.
Yeah,
I mean,
you gotta have your quarterback playing well.
Yeah, but whoever we have at running back, I think somebody mentioned it was Eli this week.
It will be something for sure.
Normally we do a lot of running, so Eli, Caden, when he goes in, are always important. Our offensive linemen have always got to be paying attention. It seems like if not, then Quinn gets beat up.
We don't need that.
Yeah, we're down a person.
Then you gotta clean his uniform.
But it's always, I mean, I feel like the defensive players get kind of underappreciated. They do a lot to make sure they kind of hold down the fort, and so it's easy to overlook them, but it's important that they play well just as much as any offensive player does.
Sure. Yeah. Defense wins games. He's a defensive guy. Yeah. He just sent us to the defense and going back to the locker room.
I wouldn't blame her.
Landon, what do you think?
I'm going with Caden Howard on this one because he's the receiving history guy, whatever.
Yeah, record holder.
Yeah.
He's going to light a lot of people up, and this would be a good game for him to pile up some yards. You know, he just passed Coach Ethan Dossett's, middle school head coach Ethan Dossett, passed his record. And Ethan, I can't remember, he had 300 and some odd yards against Ballard County. It's up. It was the state record.
I don't know if now. There was somebody got close to it.
There was some kind of some question that somebody else, but maybe we could get something out of Caden like that this week. You know, so 300 yards. You want to see Caden Howard?
300 yards.
300 yards. All right. You got a score for me for the game?
We win, they lose.
We win, they lose. No score?
No. As long as we do better, that's fine with me.
We're gonna bring the boom tonight.
Bring the boom. All right, Coach Courtney, anything else? Did we miss anybody? We got any other special notes? Of course, it's homecoming, 6:30 p.m. You want to be there for the coronation of the King and Queen. That ceremony kickoff right at 6:30, and then kickoff at 7.
Yeah, that's right.
Anything else special for this week or?
No, homecoming's enough.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
All right, one last thing. Who you got on the powder puff?
Oh, I got the seniors.
You got the seniors?
Mm-hmm.
Seniors.
We're going for the 3-peat.
Yeah. Is it 3 or 4?
This will be our 3rd year.
The sophomores will be the ones that could challenge them. That would be my thought.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the champion. Or who plays first? The freshman, senior? Like it always used to be? Okay, I don't even know how
Did the freshmen not win? I mean, the seniors not win their freshman year? They must not have.
Us, no.
Okay.
So our freshman year, the seniors that were seniors then, I think
Maybe barely. I think it was really close. Yeah.
Taylor
juniors did.
Yeah.
I believe that's right.
It was.
I can say that.
That's why they gave her the ball.
Is it juniors or seniors?
So yeah, so get out here and let's watch this district homecoming game on Thursday night, 7 p.m. You know, different night of the week. I know it throws everybody a curve, but come out and watch that, and then come in Friday and let's enjoy the powder puff because hey, it's entertaining.
It's fun.
It's for sure entertaining. Yeah. So. All right, we appreciate Rocket Nation. We'll see you out this Thursday night and Friday.
This program is supported by advertising. Rocket Football appreciates these local partners: Mark Williams Land Team at Whitetail Properties, Riley Tool and Machine, Par 4 Plastics, Curnel Ag, Full Body Fitness Studio, Yarborough Tabor Goodwin Insurance, Farmers Bank and Trust, Hodges Sports and Apparel, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Livingston Hospital, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Frazer Law Firm, Cobie Evans and Bart Frazer, Darrick Myers, Johnson's Furniture and Appliance, First United Bank, Gilbert Funeral Home, and Beavers Heating and Air. Go Rockets!